Welcome back to Logan Lightning TV. I'm Ryan Patton, reporting here live from Beenleigh for the final time of 2015. With me right now, I have Under-16s head coach Barry Ross. Baz, 4-0 away win at Tringa on paper. Looks very, very good. What do you think?
Yeah, it's one way of putting it. It was a game of two halves. Very disappointing first half. I thought it was a very slow, dull affair for both sides, really. But playing at Tringa with no atmosphere on a Sunday afternoon at the time that we played, which was 2:30, that sort of really dragged the team down. So we went into half-time very disappointed, but changed formation at half-time, changed a few things, and the boys really put together the second half. So I was quite happy with the second half, but it's now about putting 90 minutes together.
Yep. So as you mentioned, you did change the formation. Is that something you're going to look to continue with, or is that going to depend on how the game starts?
Yeah, no, we have our one formation that we like, but I think with all teams, we should be flexible enough to change formations depending on the game. So we've got a couple of formations we can change to, but we'll always stick to our primary formation, which is 4-3-3.
Yep. So going into the game this weekend away at Capalaba, had a very positive result on them last time, scored 7 goals past them. Is it going to be much the same as last time, or do you think they've evolved as a team?
No, we're very different. They're a very good side. A lot of ex-Logan players too that have gone across, ex-Logan coach, so they've got added motivation this week. But once again, it's more about us than it is about the opposition. If we do what we can do and what we're capable of doing, then we should have no problems. But again, it falls back to our attitudes. If we've got the right attitude, then I've got no concerns.
Here we are with under-18 head coach Jimmy Hodson. Jimmy, 2-1 win away at Capalaba, a very close game. The boys held on towards the end. What do you think?
I thought it was a good game. Nice physical. Both teams threw their body at trying to win the football. Class goal by Jed Levitt to win the game. Free kick just outside the box, put it top corner. I don't think a keeper in this league would save that. So it was a good finish. But the most thing that impressed me the most was the battling we did. Every challenge we were in to win, and most of the time we're coming away with it. So took 3 points and moved forward to this weekend.
Yeah. So moving forward to this weekend, we are away at Capalaba. The boys had a good result first round. Since then, Capalaba has had some good results, climbed the table a fair bit. It's going to be tough. What do you think?
Yeah, it will be tough. I've heard they've picked up a couple of players. Also, our squad's changed a little bit since last time we played them. Obviously, Greg's moved into the reserves and young Jed Brown's gone up to the play first team, which means we're doing something right as developing players, and good luck to them for their future. And hopefully the boys that are left put in the effort and get the results that we want, and hopefully stay top of the league.
Here we are with reserve grade assistant coach Philip Randall. Phil, same questions again this week, mate. Another disappointing 2-0 loss, this time away from home at Tringa. What do you put this one down to, mate?
Really not sure. It's the slow starts that's really killing us. We can't afford to give teams a head start. Our second half performances have been better in the last few weeks, but if you're giving teams a couple of goals in front, you're always going to find it hard to play your football the way you want it, the way that suits your team when you're down 2-0 at half time and 4-0 at half time the week before that.
Yep. So both weeks in the second half we have been dominant, created a lot of chances, unfortunately just not finishing them chances. Are you putting that down to anything, or have you been working on it?
Yeah, we've been working on our finishing, but in fairness and without disrespecting any of the lads, we don't have an out-and-out striker in the team consistently every week. We've had Mikey drop down from the top team to help us out. He scored a couple of goals, but when he scores the goals, he pops back up to the top team because obviously that's what he's there for. But we've got enough quality in the team. We just don't have that goal poacher, I suppose. You know, the chances are there, the crosses are coming in, or we're getting the one-on-one opportunities, just not finding the back of the net, and it really does hurt. We're having 4 on the bench and we're down 2-0, and I have to leave a defender out because why put a defender on when we need goals? So I put the attacking options on, and the impact isn't quite there either. So it is definitely a head scratcher. Just got to score some goals. Yeah.
So this weekend, away at Capalaba, first round we drew 1-1. They scored we scored a very, very late own goal. We know how they play. We know how they're going to approach the game. Have we done anything during the week to make sure that we can get the 3 points and get the season back on track?
Nothing too different again. Other than going back to the basics, we've been working on the movement, the ball speed, body position, talking. I'm forever going to the boys about talking. It's so quiet out there. It's ridiculous. Capella away from home, it's always tough for any grade. It can be quite an intimidating place to go and play. And, you know, the good thing about it so far is the top 4 isn't out of reach. I think there's only seven points between the top 4 and where we are. And with 11 games to go, that's very achievable, considering we're down where we are. So, with a bit of luck, you know, create our own luck obviously, but with a bit of luck and some points coming our way, we can climb the ladder, and points go towards the BPL Championship as well.
Back with Jimmy Hodson, Women's Brisbane Premier League head coach. Jimmy, girls, 3-2 win. Good result. Just like the boys, they had to hold on towards the end. Shows both squads that you're coaching at the moment are quite fit. What do you think?
Well, I thought Palbar was certainly the best side we played all year. I thought they were better than Pine Hills, better than East that we've played. I thought they knocked the ball around quite well. Our girls were up for it that day. It was good. We could have took more chances. I think we were 2-0 up at half time. I thought we could have been up by more. Come out the second half a bit slow. I think they scored, and then we scored again to make it 3-2. They scored late, and we had to hold on. Pleasing thing was we battled for the full 90 minutes. It was a physical game. One in the middle of the park, I think. I think the middle of the park was dominant that game, and Dunny and April and Holly were superb, and Tian was good up front again for us.
Yep. So the girls had a midweek cup game, a good 5-0 win against a Division 3 side in Holland Park. We knew it was we were clear favourites, but it showed the girls turned up with the right attitude and got the job done.
Yeah, well, we brought 3 players into the squad, 2 from the under-16s and 1 from the City 3 side of our own. It was a good game. State of Origin night, I'm sure a few supporters were disappointed about coming to watch us, but I'm glad they come out and seen us play. In terms of the game, it was a slow game. I think if we played our tempo of that game, we would have killed them by more. But 5-0, you got to be happy and look to build towards this weekend. Rested a few late in that game, so hopefully leave some good stead for the weekend.
Yep. So going into this weekend, we have Toowong. First round of the season, drew 1-1. The girls are playing some great football at the moment. You must be going in confident?
Yeah, we're always going confident every game we play. We just got to make sure we start with the right attitude and make sure we're putting away our chances and playing the football that I expect. If the girls listen to the information, we've trained well, so it's about now applying that on game day.
Here we are back with first team head coach Nick Croydon. Nick, last result, disappointingly 1-1 draw, conceding in the 93rd minute, virtually the last kick of the game. What do you put that down to?
Bit of bad luck. We put pressure on ourselves, should have taken chances. We were good for the win. On another day we win that numerous times, but credit to Taringa. They had never say die attitude, and then, you know, on another hand, you know, they can say they deserved a point because they had that attitude or not, even though we had the better of the game and the better of the possession, the better of the chances. We still got 1 point each. So, yeah, disappointing, but also it took a step in the right direction. It's not far away, it's coming. We haven't got the results in the last month that we needed to stay in contention, but it's close by.
Yep. So moving forward, we'll put that result behind us. Going into Capalaba away this weekend, first time out we beat them 4-1. We are in a form slump at the moment. What do you think this game can prove to get us out of it?
Yeah, form slump's probably a strong terminology. I don't think we're in a form slump. I just don't think we've been creating enough luck, and I don't think we've been ruthless enough. So I think if we change that attitude slightly, a little slight attitude adjustment, we'll start creating our own luck, and we'll start getting the 3 points rather than the 1 or the none. So it's not far away. I think the squad's looking sharp, the squad's looking keen, the squad's looking competitive. So all the right ingredients are in the recipe at the moment. So hopefully we produce something decent on Saturday.
Yep. So as all the players know, but for the rest out there, we brought Alex Warrello into the squad to replace Stephen Green. What do you think he's going to add to the squad? Yeah,
I've known Alex for a while. We've coached him in juniors, and he's come away with the squad a few times in junior competitions. So he's just arrived back from Costa Rica playing over there, and he's actually an ex-Capalaba boy. So he's desperately waiting for his clearance. But yeah, he's been training with us for 2 weeks now and signed, and It's good for us to replace Steve. He's a different player to Steve, and he'll want to create his own mark, but he's very creative. He's a goal scorer, very clever on the ball, very technically sound, and I think he's got a good drive to win games, and he certainly adds to the squad, and he'll want to prove himself in the group, and he's a good acquisition for us.